If you want to change the future, you must change what you are doing in the present. An open mind leaves a chance for someone to draw a worthwhile thought in it. To stand still is to fall behind. One must travel to learn. My mother had a slender, small body, but a large heart so large that everybody's joys found welcome in it, and hospitable accommodation. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. Love seems the swiftest, but it is the slowest of all growths. No man or woman really knows what perfect love is until they have been married a quarter of a century. How far we travel in life matters far less than those we meet along the way. I have lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. Lord, save us all from a hope tree that has lost the faculty of putting out blossoms. By law of periodical repetition, everything which has happened once must happen again, and not capriciously, but at regular periods, and each thing in its own period, not another's, and each obeying its own law. Make your vacation your vocation. Civilization largely consists in hiding human nature. When the barbarian learns to hide it, we account him enlightened. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. Life is short. Forgive quickly, kiss slowly, and love truly. Let us consider that we are all insane. It will explain us to each other. It will unriddle many riddles. Let us make a special effort to stop communicating with each other, so we can have some conversation. Our lives, our liberty, and our property are never in greater danger than when Congress is in session. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. Always obey your parents when they are present. This is the best policy in the long run, because if you don't, they will make you. Most parents think they know better than you do, and you can generally make more by humoring that superstition than you can by acting on your own better judgment. Not until you become a stranger to yourself will you be able to make acquaintance with a friend. On with dance, let joy be unconfined, is my motto, whether there is any dance to dance or any joy to unconfined. Apparently there is nothing that cannot happen today. When Congress is in session, no American is safe. Anyone who can only think of one way to spell a word obviously lacks imagination. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. When the end of the world comes, I want to be in Kentucky, because everything there happens 20 years after it happens anywhere else. Thousands of geniuses live and die undiscovered, either by themselves or by others. Obscurity and incompetence, that is the life that is best worth living. Don't use a $5 word when a 50-cent word will do. There are 3 things men can do with women: love them, suffer them, or turn them into literature. The trouble with the world is not that people know too little, it is that they know so many things that just are not so. Why is it that we rejoice at a birth and grieve at a funeral? It is because we are not the person involved. Necessity is the mother of taking chances. Human nature is the same everywhere. It defies success. It has nothing but scorn for defeat. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. There is no other life. Life itself is only a vision and a dream, for nothing exists but space and you. If there was an all-powerful God, he would have made all good and no bad. It is not best that we should all think alike. It is a difference of opinion that makes horse races. Everything has its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold. If it is your job to eat a frog, it is best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it is your job to eat 2 frogs, it is best to eat the biggest one first. It is easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. If it is a miracle, any sort of evidence will answer, but if it is a fact, proof is necessary. In a good bookroom you feel in some mysterious way that you are absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin, without even opening them. I must have a prodigious amount of mind. It takes me as much as a week, sometimes, to make it up. The easy confidence with which I know another man's religion is folly teaches me to suspect that my own is also. It usually takes me 2 or 3 days to prepare an impromptu speech. The ancients stole all our ideas from us. Figures don't lie, but liars figure. There is no urge so great as for one man to edit another man's work. One compliment can keep me going for a whole month. In the beginning of a change, the patriot is a scarce man and brave and hated and scorned. When his cause succeeds, the timid join him, for then it costs nothing to be a patriot. The difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and a lightning bug. Ignorant people think it is the noise which fighting cats make that is so aggravating, but it ain't so. It is the sickening grammar that they use. I did not attend his funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. Courage is not the lack of fear. It is acting in spite of it. It was a place of sin, loose women, whiskey, and gambling. It was no place for a good Presbyterian, and I did not long remain one. The offspring of riches, pride, vanity, ostentation, arrogance, tyranny. There was never yet an uninteresting life. Such a thing is an impossibility. Inside of the dullest exterior there is a drama, a comedy, and a tragedy. Do your duty today and repent tomorrow. Never tell a lie except for practice. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever. If Christ were here, there is one thing he would not be: a Christian.